Good morning, or bad morning, because this is the first thing I wake up to. It's 8 a.m. I got this email at 6 a.m. Hope you are well. Hope you are not well, because unfortunately your treatment was not selected as one of the 3 finalists. Which means I am not going to Senegal to film about Senegalese wrestling. And with me not going to Peru this week, I am a little bit bummed because I was about to film with Brandon Lee's producer in the Amazon jungle, and that's not happening. So, you know what that means.
Boo, you suck, Arthur.
It's back to learning. Alright, no photobombing. Alright, here's what I'm doing. I'm doing a 30-day teach to learn and learn to teach challenge. Hashtag, I'm doing a 30-day teach to learn and learn to teach challenge. Perfect.
It's the most awful hashtag I've ever heard in my life.
That's the point. I'm learning 30 new things and creating 30 tutorials. Because in the travel video industry, if you're not learning, you're falling behind. Things are changing so fast. I mean, 3 years ago, this was my stabilizer. This bulky thing. Carrying this and a tripod up, Zion National Park, up Angel's Landing in like a flash thunderstorm was brutal. This is like the hippest lightweight stabilizer. Not consumer friendly at all, not good for run and gun shooting, and it stuck out like a sore thumb. It was very hard to capture authentic cultures and candid moments for travel videos. Now, 3 years later, there's like 8 iterations of the Diongzan, which is what I use. There's drones, there's phone gimbals. I mean, this is the gimbal that I use in comparison to, oh my god, I almost dropped it. This big thing. I use this with the A7S II. It's super lightweight. I mean, things are changing so fast. So again, if you're not learning in this day and age, you are falling behind. Doesn't matter if you went to like film school or, you know, you were a big shot like 3 years ago. For travel videos, if you're not learning, you're falling behind. What do I do with my hands?
Just roll with it, baby. Just roll with it.
Okay.
If you're gonna use your hands, just use your fucking hands. Just do them. Just use them.
Okay, I'll do it. This is why I'm doing the 30-day challenge. So hopefully along this process, I teach you guys something because I know I'm gonna learn a lot. I'm learning a new thing every day. I'm gonna create something out of what I learned, and I'm gonna show you my process as well as give you a tutorial. Now, I'm not the expert, I'm learning as well, but I will aggregate the best resources that I could find on YouTube, Skillshare, or whatever I find, and I'm gonna aggregate it on this tutorial as well as offer my input. So hopefully you guys get a lot out of it. If you don't, at least I will direct you to the people who can do it better than I can. Today is day 1. I need to set up a home studio, so, you know, right now it's a mess. I'm here with my girlfriend, and, you know, things could look better. Not my girlfriend. Things could look better.
I could look better too.
She could look better too. Boom. Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to my new studio. It is a real easy and cheap setup, and I'm gonna walk you guys right through it real quick. So first things first, I have the camera and the Rode Video Mic Pro right in front of me. The Rode mic is a shotgun mic. One tip is to keep it as close to you as possible, and I'm gonna show you guys right here. This is what it looks like. It's about 2 feet in front of me. As for my lighting setup right now, it's super ratchet. I'm actually holding a selfie stick with a little light on it. This is not going to be my usual setup, but I am doing this right now so I can stress a point. I want to show you guys what different light sources could look like. So I want it at a 45-degree angle, kind of like this MySpace selfie angle, because that's more flattering. It gives me more of a dramatic effect. Now, I'm saying flattering as in that it has some contrast and it makes me look, you know, a little bit more serious, a little bit more masculine. It's like a little more handsome, right? Thank you, babe. And it looks like the things that I'm saying carry a little bit more gravitas. Whereas I could also have like a ring light, which is a lot of what beauty YouTubers do, and if I do that, I definitely will look more attractive. Maybe my pimple's gone, but that's not what I'm going for right now. I want to show my full pimple in all its glory. Anyways, Typically there's a 3-point lighting, which is there's 3 sources of lighting. You have a key light, which is your main light, and then you have a fill light, and then you have a backlight. The backlight is also called a hair light, and it separates you from the background, which makes you look more 3-dimensional. The fill light provides some light sources in the shadow side so that you're not too contrasty, okay? For this purpose, I don't think I really need a fill light. Again, I'm trying to go for a little bit more of a contrasty look, so I just have a key light here. And one thing I do want to mention is that I do have another top light at the very top. It's a little bit of a light, and what that changes is that if I don't have that light and I just have this light, the contrast between shadow and light is going to be a lot sharper. So one thing that you can do if you only have a small little light like this is that you might want to actually bounce the light or have another fill light. But in this case, since I already have additional light, the shadows are not that dark, so I'm okay here. Now I want to have the key light at a 45-degree angle because if it's in any other position, then it gives a completely different effect. If I have it right above me, that gives me raccoon eyes. It's kind of like a detective scenario. If I have it below me, then I look like a campfire boogie monster. And if I have it anywhere under my eye level, it just seems a little bit unnatural because light sources typically don't come from below eye level. So that leaves me at the 45-degree angle. I think it's alright. As for the backlight, I decided to go for a little bluish, purplish hint just because I want to play with complementary colors. Complementary colors are essentially opposite colors on the color wheel, and juxtaposed together they accentuate each color. So the blue accentuates the yellowish orange tints on my face, therefore it makes me pop out from the background a little bit more. The next thing I want to mention is that I have some practical lights. Practical lights show a little bit more depth of the scene. So right now I have this computer. Hello, what's your name? This should be Arthur. Because that's my name. So I have the computer as a practical, and this is no longer on anymore. But it just gives a little bit of depth. Basically, the whole point between the backlight and the practical light is to show that I am 3-dimensional. I'm not blended into the wall. Anyways, there you have it, a very basic home setup. Remember, audio equipment, keep it as close to the person as possible. I use a Rode video mic. As for the camera, keep your ISO low, shoot in 4K if you can because that's better for low light. Especially if you're doing, oh man. So, alright, here's another thing. I have this filter on my ratchet light setup, just because I want an orange light to juxtapose against a blue light. This thing just fell off, so now you have this harsh white light on my face. Anyways, back to camera settings. Shoot in 4K. So shoot at 24 frames per second because you're talking, you're not going to slow it down. If you're shooting at 24, keep the shutter speed at 1/50th. ISO, keep it as low as possible without it being too dark. If you crank it up too high, you're going to see a lot of noise. Alright, that about sums it up. Thank you for watching my first video. I'm going to include some other resources I found that were really helpful. I'm going to include it in the video description below. And I guess I'm going to do this whole thing where I say subscribe, like it, comment, but really I want to have a cool dialogue with you guys. Tell me your feedback and tell me what you guys want to learn, because if it's in line with what I want to learn, then, you know, I might just make a video on it tomorrow. So, yeah, see you tomorrow.